What's up, everybody? This is podcast Gameoverse episode 066 for Saturday, April 3rd, 2021. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined, as always, by my dude, Rick. What's up?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? I'm in a good mood, dude. Had a full night's sleep last night. Had a can of Red Bull this morning. I'm ready to go, man. Let's get into some fucking...
This is a live show, guys. We do this every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, live on Gameoverse.com/Twitch and Gameoverse.com/YouTube and Gameoverse.com/Discord. You can jump in there on any of those places and talk to us live. Joker's excited for episode 69. Joker's in the chat right now, just like you could be. Oh, you know what?
Show's over, everybody.
Show's over.
You've done this every week for the last 4 weeks.
It's just a running gag at this point. I mean,
yeah, dude.
We also do show notes, the very notes we use to make this show. Here, I'll show them on the screen real quick. Boom! Look at this. This is everything we're going to talk about right now. We share the show notes every time we post this. We post the show notes, so you can go in there. Links to everything we talk about is going to be in there, so you can follow along. And if you find anything interesting, boom, just click those links, and you got direct access to everything we're going to mention. So, with that said, let's talk about some video games.
Yes, I want to start because I think everyone knows what I've been playing. Fucking Monster Hunter Rise just dropped, and I've been playing that like a madman. It is so good. I know I talked about it last week, but I've dumped a good chunk of time into it, and I'm having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely one of the easier Monster Hunters I played, but that's just like in the beginning. The game's really easy from the start. But now that I'm getting more monsters and getting a higher rank, it's starting to hit the level of difficulty I expect from a Monster Hunter game. But it's a lot of fun. The monsters are cool. The locales are cool. The weapons are cool. The wire bug stuff, but just fucking Spider-Manning from place to place is so good. Seriously, I know I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again. If you own a Switch, you owe it to yourself to buy Monster Hunter Rise. It's seriously that good. And if you don't have a Switch, go out and buy a Switch to play Monster Hunter Rise. It's that good. Or if you want to wait a year for the PC version like a chump, you can do that too.
I got my Switch to boot 2 days ago. Just long enough to see the dead battery indicator, and then it shut off again. So
you could just replace the battery, right? I'm sure there's like a third party
I think so, but then I have to open this thing up, and it's not totally. I just don't know how good it is for that. Opening up, and I don't know if I'm good enough to fiddle with that stuff. I'd have to look at a guide or something.
Well, don't do it yourself. Take it to I'm sure there's a repair place or something, like a third party repair place you can take it to that'll fix it.
Maybe there's a retro game store down the road for me, actually.
Yeah.
So I might have to, I don't know. Might have to ask around.
Yeah, look around. There's this I don't know if you trust me, but you can ship it to me. There's this place that I live right by called Gamers Warehouse, and it's like a retro game store / arcade, but they have a section specifically for fixing broken consoles and phones and stuff. So
yeah, I wonder if I do replace the battery, if I could put a higher capacity one in there, because that would be nice.
Maybe ask around. I'm sure you can find Switch mods and stuff online. You just Google. I fucking fixed my Joy-Cons just by Googling step-by-step directions and stuff.
The only fix for a Joy-Con is to throw them in the trash and use my
Joy-Cons work great. I agree, but I can't exactly do that on the go.
Yeah, I guess.
I play
I
my
used
Switch portable a lot, my dude. A
I used to
lot.
only use it portable, and now I'm only using this docked because those Joy Cons suck.
They do suck. Well, wait a minute. So the battery's like completely dead then. So even docked, it doesn't like turn on and work.
Well, the problem is I have it in what's called RCM mode, uh, which when you have it in this mode, it it charges, but it charges very, 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 very slowly. So I've had it on the dock for about a month. So when I took it off, it had just enough charge on it to tell me that it was dead.
Fuck.
Frugal Vegan in the chat. Frugal Vegan, friend of the stream here.
What's up?
If you've never catched him live, I do host them sometimes, and they're doing speed runs of Blaster Master and Castlevania.
Which
Castlevania.
Castlevania?
Which Castlevania was it? Castlevania 3. He's getting pretty good at it, so.
PS3? Cool, that's the good one.
The good one.
No, I love Castlevania. If we're talking like retro Castlevanias, 3 is really good. I really, really, really like Rondo of Blood, like a lot. I've never finished it, but I really, really, really like Rondo of Blood. If you like the classic Castlevania formula, Super Castlevania is okay, I think. Rondo is hard. Rondo is hard. I first got it on the PSP like release of it, which we'll talk about that in a minute because there's some fucking news about that shit.
Yep.
But I prefer the Metroidvania style Castlevania games. But when it comes to the retro formula, I think Rondo of Blood like nails it. But now, what have you been playing though, Sabi? Like, other than trying to fix your Switch?
Well, we both played It Takes Two.
Yes, we did. I was waiting for you to bring it up. That's a good one. I really, really liked It Takes Two, like a lot.
It was like surprisingly better, much better than I thought it would be. Now, okay, so the story I'm not in love with. I feel like the story is like it's like a couple on the brink of like a divorce, basically.
Not on the brink. They flat out said we are getting divorced, and I can't wait till it's over so I can divorce you.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like it's just not a great story. It's kind of a bummer of a story, or like the premise is. I feel like they could have. There's a multitude of other things they could have done to have like people form a bond or whatever. Like I feel like it would have worked a lot better if they were like total strangers and they had to like form a bond to like overcome some scenario that they were put in. But
that would work. Like an estranged like brother sister would work too,
maybe
something like that. The divorce thing is kind of a bummer. I think we're both children of divorce, right? Like your parents divorced too.
My mom divorced twice.
My mom once, but fucking they got back together and broke up like 3 times. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah, so like there's a lot of stuff there that hits me like personally. So that's a little tough to get through. Like, so, you know, I guess trigger warning if like you're a child of divorce, there's gonna be some stuff here that hits very close to home.
And then the daughter that's stuck in this is like trying to set up this like the parent trap thing.
Yes.
Where like
that just bums me out because like so in the game, some context, the parents are like trapped in this like other world. Kind of other world, not really, where they're like overcoming these challenges and their bodies are still back on Earth, just like in a catatonic state. And you get these clips of the daughter like showing up, trying to like talk to the parents, and they're just not responding. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to bug you." It's so shitty. It's so shitty.
But if you can look past the story stuff, The actual game that's here is phenomenal, dude. It's
Phenomenal.
so good.
Like we were both saying, it's game of the year contender for sure.
Yeah, it's the best game I played all year. I mean, there hasn't been. I'm trying to remember what else came out this year, but it's like not. It hasn't
Um,
been a very strong year yet. It's still
Monster Hunter
early.
Rise, the strong one for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Bravely Default 2 was good, but that's all I think I've played this year.
But like this, the gameplay is just, they take like simple concepts, but they like extend it into like the furthest possible thing that you could possibly come up with. Like there's a hammer
Yeah,
and nail concept they take, and then there's just a whole uh there's just a whole section where it's just like power tools and like a whole like toolbox motif that they run with, and you're like, how do they like stretch this so far?
yeah. The
What was
hammer and nail
the
one was a
other
lot of
one?
fun because like, so the hammer and nail one was great because like, I'm using you're using the hammer to like hit people, and I'm using the nail to like throw and pin people to stuff. But then there's that section where you're like, I have to throw the nail to stick into the wall so you can swing off of it. Like that was really
Yeah,
cool. There's that other one in the beehive or the wasp hive that we got into where like you have a gun that like shoots matches and I have a gun that shoots like tree sap, and that one got stretched really far because I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna
yeah,
cover them in sap, you're gonna shoot them and that's it. But no, like there's some missions where like I'm using the tree sap to like weigh things down so we can cross platforms.
yeah,
And there's that bit on the boat where I'm using the tree sap gun as like a motor to get the boat moving.
yeah.
Like,
Like they
fuck,
come up
I was
with
the whole time I was playing this, I was like, fuck, I would have never come up with this. Like, that's
yeah,
so
they
cool.
they have very inventive uses for each tool they come up with. It's really impressive and like really fun. Um, that wasp one kind of overstays its welcome a little bit. I think like that one's it's
Well,
really long, but
yeah, it's really, really long. And I think it's because like getting up to it took forever because it's not just the wasp level. You're also like you're in the tree getting up to the squirrels, and the squirrels like, "I'll take out these wasps for us." And then you have that whole wasp level plus the getaway like right after.
yeah,
So I don't think the wasp level itself was too long. It's the whole motif does go on for a while, and so far that's the only one that does it because the toy one that we went through wasn't that long.
yeah,
We finished that up right before I left. Um, but no, it's so good. Like the gameplay is really solid. It encourages a lot of communication and dialogue with you and your partner. And it's just a lot of chaotic fun. There's a bunch of little secrets you can play around with. Like, oh god, remember that one where there's like a random button in the wall and it was like, don't push that button. And I
oh
pushed
yeah,
it and it was like a fucking torture room.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so
There's
good.
tons of like fun stuff hidden around, and yeah, it's once you like only one person has to buy the game too, so one person buys it and then they can share the friend pass with anyone in your friends list, which is really cool because the game can only be played with two people, so you can't play it solo.
My
But
big concern with this game is the replay values. It's such a good experience. I don't know if it's going to hold up on a replay. Actually, maybe because you can switch characters and then it's a different game again.
yeah, because each
Yeah,
character does different things, so
yeah. So like, yeah, so maybe it would work pretty well on a replay. You know, it's replay it again with a different character and you have a different experience. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay. I didn't even think about that. Like, there's okay. This is a great game. We haven't finished it yet. We haven't finished it yet. So unless like the last half of the game is just total dog shit, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't recommend it. Like it's just from that we played for like what 5 hours,
yeah,
and it was a lot of fun. It was a fucking hell of a 5 hours.
yeah.
I felt like 30 minutes. Like that's how good it was.
So yeah, I'm impressed with this.
Yeah, me too.
If God, there was something else I wanted to say about this, but I forgot it, so I'm not gonna say it.
The humor's
um,
good. I think the humor's really good. It's really
Humor's
funny.
good. It's funny. It's funny. It uh
I don't know where the fuck the game takes place though, because the dad has an American accent, but the wife and her kid have a British accent.
yeah,
But the
and the
dad
book is
called a soccer
Mexican.
ball, yeah, and the book's like Mexican. And the dad, with his American accent, called a soccer ball a football. So I'm like, where are you guys? Where are you guys right now? Once it
But
answers that, like, I'll be complete. I can die happy.
yeah, game's good. We have I guess like half a playthrough I guess up on the YouTube right now. So you go to gameverse.com/YouTube. You can check that out. I guess we'll play through, I don't know, the rest of it like maybe on Tuesday.
Tuesday morning, Wednesday night would work for me.
Yeah. So,
But
but
yeah,
yeah,
it's good. Go get it. Everyone
game's
listening, go
good.
get it. Yep, great game, fantastic game.
And then
Um,
I played some
yeah,
other stuff that is going to
oh
come
yeah.
up again later. So I'm going to talk about it when they come up later. So
I know I forgot to mention, quick update. I know I had that Donkey Kong like kick that was on a while ago. I just woke up one morning and I was like, I really fucking want to play Donkey Kong. And I almost bought the new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on Switch. I ended up just playing Donkey Kong Country SNES, and that was fine. That scratched that itch for me. So I'm cool now.
which one did you play? The original, the first one?
First one. I like the first one a lot.
I think my favorite is the third one.
I don't think I've ever played the third one. It's on Switch Online, so I should probably give that a try.
Most people it seems like fucking hate that one because they hate the baby, but I don't know. That's my favorite one. I think the music is the best one in that one. It has this real like sci-fi, like outer space kind of like synthy stuff to it. It's really weird to
Yeah.
describe, but I don't know. I like that one the most, and then most people like the second one the most. But that one you have to pay coin. You have to collect coins in the levels, and to save the game, the first one's free. But then if you want to save again after that, you have to pay the coin, which
That
fucking
sounds awful.
sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks. um,
That
but
sounds awful. I don't want to deal with that.
but they're all good though. They're all good. And the first game is like you have to like hit the save points, and if you go too far and miss a save point, you can like fuck yourself, and like they're just really spread out.
What's great though is that if you're playing it on Switch Online, which you should, you
Oh,
have save states. So
okay. See, I'm playing on RetroArch where I have the retro achievements.
here we go. So Retro Arc Hour, everybody.
It has achievements. So I play in hardcore mode, which disables the save states. It disables rewind, cheats, and all that stuff. So you have to play it like you would play it on an actual console. For the hardcore EPeen points, but that's neither here nor there. There's some news. There's some news this week. News.
Quite a bit of news.
Play the news music.
When did we get news music?
We don't. I thought you were gonna like improv something there, but there it goes. Yo, it's the news. Okay.
That's all I can do. I don't do that. But no, we got quite a bit of news to go over. Well, not a lot, but it all warrants discussion, I think. So big fucking deal. Sony is closing down all their stores for PS3, Vita, and PSP. Their digital stores are completely being closed down. PS3 and PSP are closing July 2nd, and Vita is closing August 27th. You'll still be able to re-download and play previously purchased games. You'll still be able to redeem any Plus vouchers. And you'll still be able to re-download any of the PlayStation Plus games as you remain a member. So here's where I'm confused. And so after the closure, will they still have an option to download that stuff? Or like once it's off the store, even if you already paid for it, it's gone?
No, you can still download whatever you bought already. If you bought it already, you can still download.
After the closure.
Right. So there's
no new stuff you can buy.
if they didn't let you re-download your shit, that would be a complete and total fuck up. They should get blasted on that, but they're still gonna allow you to download your stuff. So that is, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
um, but Frugal Vegan in the chat mentions, just like you can if you go to gameverse.com/Twitch. He says there's some really good PS1 games on that store, and you're absolutely correct.
Yes.
They started like, it's crazy because the only way you could play those PS1 games is if you have a PS3 or a Vita or a PSP. Because you cannot play those on a PS4. As far as I know, as far as I remember. And I think they started porting some PS2 games to PS4, but I think that's like irrelevant to this. I don't think that.
Oh, there are some PS2 games on PS3 too, aren't there? Or am I making that up?
I think they had remasters on it. So like,
no, they were original classics. I remember you can buy God Hand on PS3.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
God Hand, the legend.
Yeah, I remember because I almost bought it. And I thought I did. I added it to my cart, but I forgot to fucking do it. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put a link up.
One of the best bad games ever made. If you've never played God Hand, well, you've missed your chance. But that game is one of the worst games I love. 'Cause it's so bad it's good. That game is the definition of it's so bad it's good.
I want to play it because like I'm a huge like action game fan. So
yeah, it's a Clover joint. The what used to be Platinum Games, or I guess what Platinum Games used to be. They used to be Clover. And they made that. They made Okami. Under Capcom, they made like a bunch of stuff. Beautiful Joe.
So fun fact, I don't know if this is like on purpose or I'm just an idiot, but I cannot access the PlayStation 3 store from my computer.
It's gone. that they removed a while ago. That you can't.
Did they? I thought it wasn't closing until like. Oh right, yeah, they took it off of other devices already. You can only access from a PS3.
Yeah,
but no, you can play a bunch. You can get a bunch of PS2 games that were like added on to that store as like retro purchases. Like I got Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, the original is available there. SNT Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 are on there. God Hand's on there. I think Dark Cloud 1 and 2 are on there, but you can get that on PS4. But like that's what pisses me off is like here's a bunch of retro games that unless I buy them now, I won't have an option to play them later unless I get the original hardware or emulate it.
And like I'm sure there's like a technical reason why they just couldn't or like the user base is probably really small and they just didn't want to fit the bill for supporting all this like legacy shit anymore. Because they completely revamped the PlayStation Store on PS5. So like, I'm sure there's a reason why they couldn't technically do all of this still and still have it like as fast as it is or whatever the case is. But it sucks doing this before you have an alternative set up. Like at the very least, it's the same thing we said like with Nintendo when they were like taking down emulation sites and stuff like that. Because we all thought that, okay, if you're going to go to these extreme lengths, I bet there's going to be an alternative. But yeah, as far as we know, there's no alternative here. It's just, no, you just get rid of it and fuck all you guys.
Which fucking sucks because, like, if you look at the retro games are the ones that drive me crazy because you have all these old PS1 games, Parasite Eve 1 and 2, for example. You can't fucking get that anywhere unless you emulate it. And same with the Third Birthday, the PSP sequel. Like, you can't get that shit anywhere. I used to like love my Vita because I would tell people like I can play all 3 Parasite Eve games on here. And now I can't do that. There's no alternative to it. And that sucks.
And even like sucks. PS3, there's a bunch of PS3 exclusives that there are no like the only way to play Metal Gear Solid 4 now is through PlayStation Now streaming, which works, but you have to rebuy the game. Like if you already own the game, it's not your game. Like you have to subscribe to this thing and pay an
Yeah, it
extra
sucks, dude.
fee. Um,
It sucks, dude. And that's another option. Like I don't know why you'd want to, but you can play all 5 Metal Gear Solids on PS3 right now. You know, you can get the original one VR missions as a PS1 classic. They have HD remasters for 2 and 3 with all the extra VR missions added. And, 4 was a launch title for PS3. And if you want, you can play 5 on it. Don't know why you'd want to, but you could.
yeah,
And now that's not a case. Like, I don't have a solution for that now. It sucks. The first time I played Metal Gear Solid 3 was on PS3 as an HD classic, and I can't do that. I have them all digitally. I never bought a physical copy of it, but now I can't do that. It sucks. I hate it. I hate everything
yeah,
about it. It's cool they're still letting us download our shit, but how long is that going to be up?
yeah,
How long till Sony's just like, you know what? If you want it, download it, because after X date, you're not going to be able to download it again.
yeah.
And that's something that
Sony's
bums me out when I think about all digital futures. Like that stuff like that pisses me off.
they're really fumbling this backwards compatibility stuff, I think.
Yeah, and Microsoft's got it down. You'll see in another story, which
Should we
honestly
just go?
feels like it was. Yeah, let's fucking go to the next story. In light of this news, I don't know if this was a response to what Sony's doing or if this is just a coincidence, but Microsoft is announcing backwards compatibility on cloud services for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members. So you can play games like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Double Dragon Neon, Fable 2, Fallout New Vegas, Gears of War 2, 3, and Judgment, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, Perfect Dark Zero, if you're into that shit, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Viva Pinata, and Viva Pinata TIP. Don't know what that is, but you can fucking play it.
It's
All
the
with
second one.
second one? Okay, I never
Yeah,
played Viva Pinata, so I don't know.
you should.
Everyone keeps
Um,
telling me that, but why?
Here's the thing: they're not announcing this. This has happened when they announced it. Like you can, this is happening now already. It
Yeah,
happens. You can play these games, and in fact, I did play a little bit of Banjo Kazooie and a little bit of Perfect Dark. Now, here's what sucks about this, which I don't know if it's my fault or if it's their fault. Is we were talking about PlayStation Now. And the cool thing that PlayStation Now does is all your saves that were in the cloud, they're still there. So if you had a PS3 and you uploaded your saves to the cloud, when you load up PlayStation Now, all those saves are still there. So like I loaded up Nino Kuni, and my old ass save was there. Like it was like 30 hours into the game, which is like just the beginning, by the way. But like that save was still there, so I was like, okay, cool. So if I ever wanted to get back into this, I could just load my save up. Tried it with this, and my Banjo Kazooie save was not there, and my Perfect Dark save was not there. Now I don't know if it's because I had the rare replay versions, or if it's because.
ooh, that might be something to do with it. It's a different version of the game, right?
But I had one of these games on 360. I don't remember which one. I think I had Banjo Kazooie on 360, and I don't know how the saves, like the cloud saves, they must have been like in its like infancy back then. So I know Sony was like on it more than Xbox was, but I don't remember. Either way, my saves weren't there, and I was kind of like butthurt about that. So just note that it does have a cloud save system, but for some reason mine weren't on there, so I was kind of upset about that. But other than
Yeah,
that,
that's
just
frustrating. It's
just being
frustrating.
able to load them up and play it, like it was great. Banjo Kazooie worked fine. Perfect Dark worked amazingly. looks great on my phone. My phone is the best display in my house. So, um, yeah, it works great. I never got to play Morrowind when it was out, even though I have it on PC. It
I
doesn't
mean,
have
it's on Game Pass for PC too. So
it doesn't have controller support on PC, which
why would
I'm a
you want to?
because
Why, dude? Why?
because controller is the ideal way to play a video game. Okay, I'm not doing taxes on my fucking. I'm not doing taxes and shit, man. I don't need a keyboard and mouse to play a video game.
There is a tool for every job. Like some games play better with the mouse and keyboard, man. Fucking Doom. I cannot play Doom with the controller. Like, there's no fucking way I can play Doom with a controller. I can't play like Diablo with a controller. I've done it. It feels like shit.
No, they upped it. The console version of Diablo 3 is the best version of Diablo 3.
You're fucking wrong.
The right stick, they put that flip.
So
they put that like dodge on the right stick, which the PC version doesn't even have that dodge. They put like they added a bunch of like UI tweaks when you like pick up any items, you can automatically mark it as junk. Like they added so much stuff to just that console version. I'm like, this is a better way to play. This is just a better way to play.
You're wrong. You're handicapping yourself, dude.
No, I don't think so. When they take the time,
you can ride a bike. You can ride a bike with training wheels. Still, that doesn't mean it's the best way to ride a fucking bike, Wasabi. Just saying, man.
Well, if you need a bike with training wheels, you can get a trike.
You can play a ball. You can play baseball with a tee. Doesn't mean it's the best way to play baseball, dude. Like, just saying. There's a tool for every job. But no, we're not.
Frugal Vegan in the chat says console Diablo 3 works surprisingly well, and it did. When they take the time,
PC version's better. PC version's better though.
Well, see, this is where we agree to disagree here.
I agree that you're wrong. but
all I'm saying is I prefer the controller experience. No matter what hoops I have to jump through, I just like to lean back, sit on my couch, and just play a game with a controller.
I have a controller for pretty much any type of game I want to play. If I want to play like a shooter, I have a mouse and keyboard. If I want to play a fighting game, I got my fight stick. If I want to play I have a controller. I'll admit, a controller is great for like third-person action games like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. I can't play that shit with the mouse and keyboard.
Good for everything. It's the most versatile. I even got a Steam controller, dude, and just being able to sit on the couch and like you can control your like PC with it. You can move your mouse and shit, and like just like work like YouTube or Netflix or whatever, and not have to get up and fucking type shit on the keyboard. It's great. It's great. It's great. For lazy motherfuckers like me, it's great.
I'll give it that. It works fine. You know, their big picture mode where you use the controller to control everything works fine. It's not my favorite way to play, but it works. Where the fuck were we talking about? Right, Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
Oh yeah.
Controller support if you want to play with your phone. Which, how much is it for the ultimate version of Game Pass? Right now, I'm just paying for PC.
I think it's
that's
15.
Like what, 10 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
So 15 a month. That's not bad. I have an old 360. That's not compatible with 360, is it?
Game Pass? No.
Yeah.
There's no Game Pass for 360. There's nothing for 360. Why do you throw that thing out?
It's an R2D2 360. I told you about this. That's why I have it.
Yeah. I am not a collector of anything, dude. Like I have no connection to any like I don't even get special edition anythings.
I don't either. But my uncle had it. He was gonna get rid of it, and I was like, "Yo, I'll take it off your hands." So now I have it.
Okay.
I cleaned it up. It works fine. I don't use it. I just stare at it, but it's there. That's cool as fuck.
All right. Well, this is a great thing. The only thing, because remember this is what I was asking for. I want to be able to play my old like the classics, right? I want to be able to play the classics, but I want it on PC though. If they find a way to get this service on PC, I will be a happy camper. Then all my prayers be answered. Um, because like my phone is great, but I have to do what they're doing in this picture. Is I have to attach a fucking the thing to my controller and do it that way. Which like it's real top heavy when you do that, so it's not like the most
Yeah.
comfortable thing to hold when you do that. Um, yeah. So just get it on
Plus,
PC,
having
guys.
yeah, having to carry batteries around for the controller too, like that's kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, I've got an
And
8-bit do controller, so
oh,
like
okay.
it's like wireless and it charges like in USB.
Eight
But
bit dude's good. I have that. Is it that like SNES style one that looks really cool?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got the same one. It looks dope. I like that controller. Which, by the
yeah,
way, great purchase. If you guys can find it on Amazon, it comes with a controller, certificate, a little like pendant, little keychain. It looks really
yeah.
good, nice quality keychain. Like
I
it
got
comes with some good shit.
I got a frugal vegan. I got him to buy one.
Yeah.
So when he gets it in, it's because he's playing Blaster Master with a fucking Joy-Con, and I'm like, oh no, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. He's playing Blaster Master with a fucking Joy-Con, dude, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking up. You're fucking up, man.
Yeah,
That
it's
thing
a great
doesn't.
controller. Until I got my pro controller, that's all I use, and it
It's
works
not a
great.
great controller because it doesn't have a fucking D-pad.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does.
no, it doesn't. Well, the Pro controller does, but not the Joy-Con.
Oh, I was talking about the 8-bit though.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it has
Yeah, the
turbo,
8-bit
like
does a good controller.
it has
Yeah.
turbo on it as well, so you can like instead of like mashing, you can just hit that turbo. But
Which
but
one did
I
you get? Did you get the gamepad or the pro controller with the handles?
the handle. I don't think they make some of the. Oh, no, I think they do. I think they do. I've
Yeah,
got
it's
like
called the 8-bit though, like pro.
yeah.
You got the pro. Okay, so it has the handles then. That's a good one. It's playing Ninja Gaiden with the Joy-Con. Wait, is Ninja Gaiden
Trash,
out already?
trash, dude. Probably the classic.
Oh, classic Ninja Gaiden. Okay, I thought it was a new one. I forgot Ninja Gaiden existed before Xbox Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
But
So
yeah, great controllers. So there you go. 8-bit though makes fantastic controllers. It takes a little bit of elbow grease to like do the because they don't come updated, so you have to run a firmware update on your own. So it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but once you do that, perfect controller, fantastic
I
controller.
not a fan of the Xbox version. Do you? How? How can that happen? Those games are good. Okay, we've gone in the weeds here a little bit.
Yeah, a little
Let's
bit.
let's
But yeah, point is, we want backwards compatibility. Microsoft, bring it to PC. Honestly, like if fucking Rare Replay was on PC, I would have bought it a long time ago, but it's not. So, do you want money, Microsoft? Do you? Speaking of money, PlayStation Plus games got announced for April. How'd you like that segue? We got Oddworld Soulstorm coming out on PS5. Days Gone coming out on PS4. And Zombie Army 4 Dead War coming out on PS4 as well. I've never
uh
played any of the Zombie Army games, but they're getting a lot of attention, surprisingly.
here's what sucks about PlayStation, dude. Okay, and they're pissing me off now, man,
All right.
because they put Oddworld Soulstorm, and they did this with Bug Snacks the first month. Is you only get these are games that are coming for both PS4 and PS5, but for some whatever fucking reason, they're only giving you the PS5 version as if to say, no, fuck all you guys. You're only getting this version. Like, that's such a fuck you to the consumer when you're getting forced to buy into this thing that you don't need because this game is coming out on both platforms. It
Not
boggles
just
my fucking
that,
mind.
not just that, but they didn't used to do that. Like I remember back in the day, you got, it was 2 games per system. You got 2 games for Vita, 2 games for PS3, 2 games for PS4. but a lot of the Vita games were cross-compatible with PS4.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have a Vita, you can still go on your computer, add it to your library, and then now you have 4 games on PS4 for that month.
It's like I'm like, okay, listen to me, man. I used to be a huge PlayStation fanboy, just like you, the listener.
Yeah.
Who I'm talking to. I'm talking to a listener right now. Or if you're listening to this, you're probably already not listening. But just hear me out, man. Because look, just like you guys, I got in on PlayStation. I was a PS3 fanboy, okay?
Same.
I was like,
I
was like, fuck that Xbox. I got that PS triple. Get that PS triple. We ain't doing geometry in here on that PS triple. If you know what I'm doing there. But
yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but continue.
If you know. I'm just saying. If you know,
I don't know. I don't know.
Like I was huge PS triple, man. That's what got me in on PlayStation, the Church of Sony, right? But the shit they're doing now, man, with this PS5, they're just dropping the ball so fucking hard, man. I can't believe. If you're still a PlayStation fan, you have to look at this shit and go like, they don't care about me, the consumer. They don't care, because if they cared, they would just give you the fucking PS4 version. I don't understand.
Which sucks, because like they used to care. They used to care.
They're taking away so much shit. They're taking away so much shit and not giving you anything in return. And it's so blatant. I cannot support this. Like,
yeah, it's fucking rough. And like, I'm the same way. Like, I'm seriously considering, like, do I want a PS5 or should I just get an Xbox now? Or just not get anything, because everything's coming to PC anyway.
Yeah, but if you're like scared of PC for whatever reason, get an Xbox. Like, it's still great. Frugal Vegan said it's a bit strange considering that the PS5 sells out in a second when shipments come in. So I find it hard to believe you're trying to incentivize people to buy a PS5. Yeah. Like, you can't even get one without paying like scalper prices. It's just it's crazy. Like, Microsoft just wants you to play games, no matter where you play them. They just want you to play them. Whereas Sony's like, no, dude, we got this PS5. It's the new hotness right now. We know you can't get one, but check out Oddworld Soulstorm, which they would have you also believe that it's only on PS5, but it's also on PS4 and it's also on PC. So it's just, I don't know. Sony is just, they've lost my support.
Dude, same. Like, I'm just, if I do get a PS5, it's mainly just because that's what my brothers are getting. So if I want to play with them, that's what I got to do. But even then, like, I've kind of wormed them out of it. My younger brother Alex has a PC, so I kind of got him into that direction. My youngest brother doesn't have a PC, but I'm thinking of like pushing him towards that instead of getting a PS5 right now.
Yeah.
That way we could just get Game Pass and we got everything we want, dude. Like if you're on a budget, like, Xbox really is the most bang for your buck. I think so. With Game Pass, like, dude, you don't have to buy a game. You just have everything you want right now. Fucking, if you have an Xbox Series X right now, you can fucking play Outriders with Game Pass. Don't know why you'd want to, but it's a big release, so there it is.
But if you did want to, that's the only way you should play that game.
I agree. Do not pay for that game. Do not pay for that game. If you pay for that game, I'm going to hit you. Or if you pay full price, I'm going to be pissed. If you can get it like $20-$30, it might be worth it.
Yeah, slightly related, but this is not in the notes at all. That game is like on fire right now. People are pissed off because it's a single player game, but it requires an online connection, and the servers are fucking on fire. So like people can't even play it, or they can't play it reliably.
Are we surprised this happens every fucking couple months, man? Like, are we surprised now if this happened? Really? Really?
It sucks even worse because it's a game that doesn't need to be online. It's like playing Borderlands but having it require an online connection just because you can play in co-op. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Um
It's it's ridiculous. Like there's a lot of just stupid bullshit.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, fucking Oddworld, Days Gone, Zombie Army 4, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
There's that story. Speaking of Game Pass, MLB The Show 21 is coming to Game Pass on day one.
Yes.
Don't know why you'd want to play that, but it is a new release.
Well, here's why you would want to, is because the show has been PlayStation exclusive its entire life. So
has it?
Yeah, this is the first time it's coming. This series is coming to Xbox, which is huge. And then the other huge thing is now every single major sports title is on Xbox Game Pass. Every single one. So if you wanted to so instead of paying $60 every year for the next new sports game, you can just subscribe to Game Pass, and included in your subscription will be every year's new sports game, which is that's huge. Like, that is huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
So if you're
I don't play sports games, but that is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. So like FIFA, you get FIFA, you get the show, you'll get Madden, you'll get NHL, you'll get like all of that shit, all of it. And these games come out every year, so like just you pay the subscription, you get every single one of those, and that's it. Like that's huge. Like, see, Xbox is they're making the moves here, guys. Like, I can't, like, there's no fanboyism here, no fanboyism. I'm just telling you straight up, like, if this is what you care about the games, Xbox has your back, man. Like, it's just simple as that. Like, I don't give a fuck about sports games, but I can see how good of a deal this is. I mean, yeah, not much else to say about this other than, yeah, it's finally coming to Xbox and it's going to be on Game Pass. It's not on PC, so if you do, a lot of these games are not on PC, I think. I think actually EA just started putting them out on PC. Like Madden 21 might have been the first one that was on PC. But yeah, like, other than that, I think FIFA's on PC now too. But I think those are like the only two. Maybe NHL, I don't know. But most of these you still have to have the console. But it's still good. I think there are in the streaming as well. So
yeah, so there we go. In other news, Cyberpunk had a pretty big patch release to fix some changes. This is a fucking god, dude. This is
hilarious. This is hilarious, and I'm gonna tell you why it's hilarious. It's not hilarious because it's big, though there's some slight humor in that.
Dude, it's huge. This thing goes on for a fucking mile.
It's hilarious because if you scroll all the way down, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, which I'm doing right now. Hold on, it takes a while. Okay, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, their last note is "and many more," as if to say, you couldn't fit whatever many more you had in this already long thing. You couldn't just fit whatever else you had on this.
Dude, there's like, if you look at some of these, like, I just scrolled through some of them. There are just so many bugs. Fixed an issue where switching the weapon in the inventory 2 times in a row could result in the weapon not being displayed in game. Like, what? Getting knocked down by vehicles no longer kills V after unlocking the rock perk, which I looked up. The rock perk is a perk that allows you to just not be knocked over by enemies, increases your defense. But there was a glitch in the game, so when a car hit you, it wouldn't knock you over. It would just pass through you and kill you instantly.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that just made you more fragile now because you couldn't just turn it off.
I'm glad they're still working on it. By the way, when they first announced this patch, they did it in the form of like a news broadcast. I don't know if you saw that,
I did
but
see that, which was
people
fucking
people were
tone deaf, by
upset.
the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were so upset because they were like, "Why are you like making fun of your patch when like it's important you fix this shit?" Uh, but I don't know what's worse about this is just that like I'm glad they're still working on it, but they need to just like not say anything.
Yeah. The problem is that they're trying to like, what's the term I'm looking for? Come like make it like a commodity. What's the term I'm looking for? Um, like package it in a way that these aren't like fixes. Here's extra content. They're trying to
Yeah,
commodify these updates, which is like, no, this is shit that should have been in the beginning. Don't act like it's this big dump of new shit. This is shit that should have been there from the start. Like, look at some of this shit. Hold on. There's so much
the big one,
shit.
the big one
Oh my
was the
god.
cops. The big one, which they
Yeah.
led the whole thing with, is the cops, which they didn't fix anything. They just made them spawn further away,
Farther away. Yeah.
which like it's not a fix. It's more of just like a, well, we're just gonna do this instead of this, uh, which like I don't. I've already said this, but like the game is broken beyond the busted like bugs and shit. Like the game's
Yeah.
just not. It's just not a good game. I mean, if they really want to fix the game, they should completely delete it and start over. I think.
Yeah.
Like it needs a Realm Reborn style reworking.
I
Like
agree. And it's such a bummer because I was so fucking excited for this game, dude. Remember, I was so excited for this, and it's a fucking embarrassment. And I don't want to be that guy because I like CD Projekt Red. I love Witcher 3, but this is a fucking joke, man. I mean, what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
Another
So
big thing is the steering. A lot of people said that the driving in this game felt like shit. So they tweaked some of the steering. They gave you steering sensitivity sliders now, which why wasn't that there from the beginning? But whatever. This is there now.
yeah, there's I don't know. If you want a good immersive sim, just play Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I feel
Or
like,
pray.
or Prey, but I feel like this game more directly compares to like a GTA or a like a Red
Yeah.
Dead, where you're just like out in a world and like you just make your own fun.
Or, if you want to go back a little bit further, play something cheaper. Metal Gear Solid 5 does it pretty well, I think. That game's still unfinished, but
Yeah,
it's still fucking a blast.
yeah.
Oh
Um,
god, I was so excited for this game, and then this happened. Um it feels like a fucking April Fool's joke, dude. With this fucking patch list, but it's not.
yeah. Well, especially with and many more. That's gonna be the episode title.
And many more. I like that.
And many more.
So there's another some videos we got here. We got some pretty fun April Fool's videos. Nvidia released a testing the Nvidia 4090 video, which is fucking hilarious. It's played so like straight through the whole video, and it's just so ridiculous. I love it. He pulls out this fucking monster of a card.
What I like about this, the best part to me is when he turns it on and like he has like a Pepsi can next to it, and the Pepsi can gets like sucked into the fans and like
It's so
explodes. Let me see if I can get that on stream. Here it is.
I love that scene when it like vibrates off the table and like fucks up his fucking computer monitor. Oh, it's so good.
Um, yeah, this is genius. So I did so yeah, I put a couple like April Fools, like I found the ones I liked and put them in the.
And this is funny. This is really funny. They play it straight the whole time. I mean, it's so funny. It's so funny. I love this. Um, then we got the Control 1996 gameplay teaser, which if they released a fucking like a visual filter for this, I would love it.
Yeah. Actually, here's the thing about this that I saw some of the comments like saying, yeah, but it still looks like it just looks like Control, but they
With a
like
filter over it, yeah.
yeah. But here's the thing though, if they made this game, I know it says like 1996. If they made it in 1996, it wouldn't look or play like this. But if they made
No, I
this,
wouldn't.
if you made a PlayStation 1 game today, it would look like this because we've learned so much about how to make video games that
Yeah.
you could definitely do this. But
Yeah,
like
if this game came out in 1996, it would have like tank controls first off.
yeah, yeah.
The camera, there would be no way to control the camera. Um, and everything would be locked to a weapon wheel,
Yeah.
or like an inventory wheel. Like, and that's why, like, this would be a lot funner if they actually like, put these old school gameplay mechanics on it. I think would have been funner. Frugal says it would have pre-rendered backgrounds. Not always. I think the background and texture work is pretty similar to PS1 games, but it
Yeah.
looks like it's just a PS1 texture over a 2020 game or a modern game. They should have gone. I guess it's a joke, but as a comedian, I believe in commitment to the bit, and they should have
But
just.
it looks like they actually made this though. Like that's the thing. It looks like it actually like it looks like it's actually running on the PS1. And I think that's what people aren't like cuz they think it's just a skin, but no, I think they actually made this.
Did they?
I think so. I mean, there's no info about it, but I think it looks to me like they actually made it. Because there's some assets that are like that have like placeholder text on it and stuff. Like there's a
Maybe it's
box
just part
there.
of the bit.
There's a box that says like delete me or something,
Yeah. I don't
and like
know.
her
It's a good
gun's just
joke.
like flying around. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a box here that just says throw me on it, like and like placeholder like to do building shift animation, or maybe it's just like their old like prototype stuff made of it. Maybe could be what that is, but
There's another one. Blasphemous had a really good one with its Screaming Sinners mode, which I like Blasphemous. I never finished it, but I liked it. Which, by the way, if you're playing Blasphemous, you haven't played it yet, the game got an update for an all Spanish voice cast. Turn that on. It just fits the aesthetic better. It fits the aesthetic better because it's based on like Spanish Catholicism,
oh okay.
and so the voices just match better, and they sound so fucking good. Um, Team 17 released a video trailer when they announced that it was getting a Spanish dialogue, and they kind of introduced the actors, had them read some scenes, and it sounds fucking cool. But one big criticism with this game was like, there's a lot of it's a Metroidvania, but it has all these like instant death like spikes, and there's a lot of criticism this game came out. People like hated it, and I think it's funny that the fucking trailer from the beginning shows you dying to these spikes, and it's like, oh, you spoke, we listened. Here's more spikes. That is fucking hilarious to me.
Some of these I wish they like actually put these out, man. Because like this, I feel like this would be a good like challenge thing for like veteran players.
I think it'd be cool if they just did something like this, because like it's not like I remember Dying Light for April Fools. They did this like weird update where your drop kick like launched zombies into the stratosphere.
Yeah, that's still in. I think it was in there last time I played, which was like
I haven't
not too
played it in a
long
while,
ago.
but actually no, I played it a couple months ago and it wasn't in. But I don't know. Oh, this is so cool. I gotta go back and fucking play Blasphemous. I like it a lot. I haven't
Yeah,
finished it yet. But
never
seriously, go
played
go
this.
play it. It's a good game. Go play it, and when you get it, turn on the Spanish dialogue. It sounds better. It fits better. Um, We also got, this is another April Fool's announcement, but this is an actual game. We got Soul Cresta coming from Platinum Games, which I guess is like actually a game. That's not a joke.
Yeah, I think it started out as a joke, but then they were like, "No, dude, we're actually making this." Now I don't know shit about the Cresta series, but from what I understand, it's like an old like scrolling shooter from the '80s, arcade shooter. Um, so
Did
I
you
don't
hear
know
about, what the fuck is this? Did you
what
hear about this World of Demons game?
World of Demons.
Yeah, it's on their website. It was announced like yesterday. Well, anyway, click on that after Soul Cresta. This is like a Soul Cresta is like a side-scrolling shooter. Yeah, Soul Crest is like a side-scrolling shooter. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks dope. That's coming out this year. But enough of that. I'm on Platinum's website, and they just announced this game yesterday, which is an action game that's exclusively on the Apple Arcade. So that pisses me off, but it looks pretty dope, dude.
Oh, it looks like Okami.
Right? I never played Okami. I know I'm fucking up. I tried playing it
Wow.
on Wii. I tried playing on Wii because I heard that that's the best version to play because you can use the Wii remote to like control the paintbrush. But you also use the Wii remote to attack, and that sucked. But this looks cool as hell. And it's exclusively on the Apple Arcade. And I'm like, why? This can fit on Switch. Bring it to Switch.
No one plays games on fucking Apple products, okay? I'm curious to see what the numbers are on Apple Arcade. I feel like it started off with a bang and then everyone forgot about it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of games are exclusive to it, so you can't even like buy the game individually. You have to like subscribe to Apple Arcade. And there's a couple good games on there. Fantasia is on there. Is it
Well,
Fantasia or Fantasia, something like that?
I know most of the games that were exclusive on there are now on PC and like other
Uh,
places.
this one just came out. It's a new RPG, Fantasian. It's a new RPG by I want to say Nobuo Uematsu, who did um the old Final Fantasy games. But anyway, we're getting off topic. This World of Demon game looks really cool. I kind of wish that was coming out on
Yeah.
actual consoles, but whatever.
It looks a
We
lot
also
like
got
Okami.
it does, and it's made by Platinum, so you know they worked on
Even
Okami.
like Okami had like this arena fighting thing. Like you fought in
Yeah.
arenas like that and it looks like that too.
This next one's really funny. We got an April Fool's announcement that so first there's a Looney Tunes like hero RPG.
Yeah, no
That's a
idea this
thing.
existed.
No idea this existed, and then announced like, oh, Big Chungus is coming to the fucking game.
Yeah. So this is actually happening, I think.
That's actually happening.
I think so. Well, I'm not sure.
It's
I
so
might,
hard because like here's what I like about Looney Tunes. I feel like Looney Tunes has done a good job of staying relevant by being self-aware. Like Looney Tunes has a lot. Surprisingly, their newer shows have a lot of self-awareness, and that they do that a lot to kind of stay relevant. And I like that about them. And adopting a meme like Big Chungus is fucking great. It says he's a new event. I don't know if it's real though. Oh no, it's legit happening. According to Polygon, this is legit happening. It's gonna have an Easter event too, where you have to find Big Chungus Easter eggs. That's fucking phenomenal. I love this. I love this so much.
yeah. I think I'm more surprised that this game exists because I had no idea. Like, I had no idea Looney Tunes was still relevant. Like, I had no idea what they were doing still. You know, that's why in the Discord, Hamtaro posted the trailer for the new LeBron
Oh, the
Space
new
Jam.
yeah.
and I was like, oh, this interesting, because I completely forgot like Looney Tunes was still like it's
Like a
nowhere near.
franchise.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as relevant as it was back when at its peak. Like I don't even know if
I
kids know
agree.
who Pepe Le Pew is or any of this shit. Like, do they know who Taz the Tasmanian Devil is? Do
I
they
don't
know
know.
like do they know Coyote and Roadrunner? Like I feel like this is all.
But what's cool with this is that it's a bunch of like Warner Brothers like references in the Space Jam trailer. Like there's this random bit where they're showing off like what is it, a fucking Game of Thrones dragon, the Iron Giant, fucking Yogi Bear, the Flintstones, King Kong.
Yeah,
Like that's really cool to me that it's like more of like a WB crossover. And again, like Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers have shown off enough self-awareness. I think this is going to be something fun. Um, I don't know. I can't wait till this comes out. I'm probably going to watch it.
it looks more like a remake than like a sequel, which I thought it would be. Because I
It's coming
swear
to
that
HBO Max in July, so that's great. I don't have to go to I don't have to go
I,
anywhere to like watch it.
I swear that Yosemite Sam gag where um, Daffy's like shoot the ball and then he pulls his guns out and shoots it. I swear that that exact gag was in the original, but I haven't seen that movie in like a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I saw it. Well, while we're on the subject, did you see the controversy I say in quotes of Lola Bunny? Did you hear about that?
Oh, they're like changing her to be. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
So here's
they're
the thing.
changing her.
Allegedly, they made her less sexy, and that's a problem to some people for some reason. Like,
Oh,
but she doesn't look any different. At least to me, she doesn't. Like, I don't understand what the difference is.
yeah. I don't know. I thought she looked all right.
I thought she looked all right too. I don't see what the difference is. But most of it's coming from like I see a lot of like right wing conservatives are like upset about it. They're like, oh, it's censorship. They're fucking pussifying the generation. I was like, dude, you really want to fuck a cartoon rabbit, don't you? Like,
You
I
can't have
never
it
thought
both
I'd see the
ways,
day.
man. Because if she was still
Yeah,
sexy, they'd also be talking shit.
they would be talking shit. They'd be like, look at this. This is the liberal agenda. They want our kids to fuck rabbits.
Yeah.
And then they tone the rabbit down. They're like, this is censorship. The liberal agenda is trying to censor us. I fucking got into a fight with a dude over it. Some random guy on Twitter. He was
What
like
is your
posting that he wasn't gonna watch the movie, and I was like, I'm sorry, the bunnies doesn't make you horny anymore. And then he
first
started
mistake
calling me a
was?
creep, and I'm like, why am I a creep? Like, you're the one who wants to fuck a rabbit, dude.
What do you expect going on Twitter?
I like to rile people up, man. I get off on like people getting upset.
Okay.
We got a new trailer for No Man's Sky Expeditions,
Yeah.
which this is not an April Fool's joke. This is a legit update.
Yeah. This is real.
Yeah, this is a
We're,
legit update, which is
the jokes are over.
No Man's Sky's looking pretty good, man. I mean, it's on Game Pass right now, and all those updates come with it. So I might actually download this. It's looking pretty good now.
City Project Red needs to take the No Man's Sky approach, which is shut the fuck up and fix the game.
I agree.
Uh, because this every time they show this game off again, I'm like, I need to get back into this. And then I get back into it, and it's still like not. It's still not where I want it to be personally, but it's still like impressive that they've transformed it into like something that the people actually wanted. But again, I think their next update needs to have more PVE elements. I need to kill.
Yeah.
I want shit to shoot at, basically.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm waiting for the big like shit to shoot at update, and then I'll probably get into it.
Yeah, and that's what they should call it too. The shit to shoot at update.
We got a trailer for Binding of Isaac Repentance, which I've been following for a while.
Yes.
It's an update to Binding of Isaac, but Edmund McMillan has been saying that it's basically a sequel of Binding of Isaac with all the shit they've added in.
Yeah.
Some highlights from the trailer: 8 new areas to explore, 100 new enemies, 25 new bosses, 130 new items, 2 new playable characters, a true local co-op mode. So previously in the game, local co-op wasn't a thing. You would just play with a buddy, and they would take over some like random spirit creature that shared your health bar,
Yeah.
and that kind of sucked. It wasn't really that great to do. But now there's an actual local co-op with multiple playable characters, up to 4 people. Like, holy shit, dude.
So this
There's
game, so
5,000 new rooms.
a lot of
Uh,
this is, which I'm not sure if you need the DLC to like take advantage of it, but most of this is just like a core update to the base game. So like it has like cyberpunk level patch notes as well, where it's just like a wall of fucking text where they just list out all the changes, all the added additions, like all the fixes they made to like the core gameplay, not even
yeah.
like what they added for the DLC. So I'm wondering if you need, because they're saying this is the final version of this game. Like they completely rebalanced everything. They changed all like the loot lists and how everything works. So it's like you have to like relearn the meta now, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is fine with me. Like I've played the game quite a bit. I never finished it. I have a weird love-hate relationship with roguelikes. Like I like them a lot. I get super
so
into them.
I
When I
played
hit a
this.
wall, I like give up.
I played
Yeah?
this, and here's what I found out is that I don't think I like this game without the mods.
Yeah. What do the
um,
mods do for you?
well, the mod, for one thing, the biggest fucking thing, the first mod that got me into the mods for this game was the one that tells you what the fucking items do. Because if you've never played this game, there's hundreds of fucking items that you can pick up. And you don't know what shit does until you pick it up and fuck yourself or don't fuck yourself. And
I mean, that's kind of half the fun, though, isn't it? Like picking up stuff, seeing what it does.
no, because well, I don't know about you, but like I like knowing what a thing does before I pick it up, and like because it can do something good, and more often than not, it does something bad. Um, and I don't like that. Um,
Yeah.
because it'll be, hey, you pick this up and now you have cross-eyed and your shots come out diagonally now, like that kind of shit. um and like the items don't, and there's so many items that you have to like memorize what every fucking thing is, and it's annoying. I think, in my opinion, it's annoying. That's not how I play games. I just like to know what a thing does before I pick it up. And that one, because when you get this, they have to disable mod support, so you can't use mods if you get this update, which I didn't know before I downloaded it. So none of my mods work anymore. So if you're thinking about getting this update, just know that none of your mods are gonna work. They're working on putting the mods back in soon, but as of right now, no mod support. So I can't play that. I can't have fun with this, man. Uh,
I definitely want to play it. I didn't play their last update before this one, which I heard was really good. I might just rebuy the whole collection again on Switch
yeah.
because I had it on PlayStation. So I might just rebuy everything again on Switch because that's going to be like my main system to play Binding of Isaac on. But this looks cool. I'm excited. I love seeing new content for games I like, and this is dope. Um, Another trailer. We got a trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster. God, I hate that fucking name.
All right.
It
Go
looks
ahead.
cool. Like, so Shin Megami Tensei, those of you guys who don't know, you play Persona? Yeah, spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. Um, This game looks cool. I've heard a lot of people say this is the best SMT game. I've only played SMT 4. We're talking like mainline SMT. But I did play Digital Devil Saga, which I liked a lot, and Devil Survivor Overclock, which I also liked a lot. Never finished them. I've never finished an SMT game because they're long as shit. And it's really easy to get distracted. I have a bad habit of getting distracted with other games, especially if I'm playing an RPG. But I do like them. I do like SMT a lot. It's basically Pokemon with some balls. Instead of like catching cute little creatures, you're like convincing actual demons to like join your party. And these aren't like made up demons. These are pulled from all kinds of different mythologies. You can find demons like Kelpies, angels. You can fucking bring Lucifer and Satan onto your team too if you want to. The angel Metatron is available as well. So there's all kinds of shit you can get. If you're very like, religious, this might not be the best game for you because nothing's really sacred in these games. But they are really fun. They're really fun. It has this really cool mechanic where you negotiate with them to bring them onto your team. So you're not catching them like in balls or anything. Like you're fighting them and you can actually like negotiate with them to have them join your party. And that's a really, really cool way to introduce them. And it's crazy shit. Like some demons will ask for money. Some demons will ask you to like give them items. In SMT4, there's this one demon that offered to join my team if I gave him one of my party members to fucking eat. And when I told him, no, I'm not doing that, he was like, you know what? You protect your people. I think you'll take care of me. I'll roll with you.
It sounds a lot like Persona 5's system that they added.
It's a lot like that system, but it's funny because it was introduced in SMT first, and Persona 4, 3, and 4 didn't have that negotiation system.
Yeah.
The personas were random drops, and it's more in depth with SMT because you have all kinds of really crazy shit to get into. Like that example I gave you where the demon was like, let me eat one of your buddies. And when I told him no, he was like, okay, you know what? You take care of your people. You'll take care of me too. I'll join you. And, I've never had anything like that happen in Persona. So it's a really interesting mechanic to the game. They're also balls hard. Like you really need to like build your team to do something specific. It's definitely one of those games where the bosses will kick your ass. So you go back, change your team around, grind a little bit, come back, and hopefully you can beat them. Frugal said reading the background blurbs about each demon is interesting. It really is because since they're based on real demons, real mythological figures, they have backgrounds on what those things represent, like in the history of them. So you can always read those up and learn a cool little thing about different cultures and their beliefs. Not the main reason to play the game, but it's a cool little mechanic they didn't have to put in the game there. It's a lot of fun. I recommend them. My only complaint with SMT3 is that SMT3 came out, what was it, like 2005? When did Nocturne come out? 1 second. Came out in Japan 2003, and I think it came out like a year later in the States. So this is like, 17, 18-year-old game, and Atlas is charging $50 for it. So
awesome.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like iffy. He's like, I want to play it, but dude, I think $50 is too high a buy-in. I mean, SMT 5 is set to come out like next year, and that's going to be $60. So $10 more, you get a new entry in the franchise. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on it. I have a buddy who pre-ordered it because he just wants to support SMT as much as possible. If it's interesting and you go pick it up, it's going to be it's available for Switch and PC and PS4. I think in April is when it comes out. But you can pre-order it now if you want. And that was it, and that's my SMT hour.
All right, there you go.
We also got a trailer for Earth Defense Force World Brothers. You sure this isn't an April Fool's prank?
So I thought it was, but it's not. This is actually happening.
So I've heard a lot of things about Earth Defense Force.
Um, Here's the main problem with this series is that they don't take it seriously, which is both a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's good because it's super silly. It's a super fun series of games. But it's bad because they never make the game that you want them to make. And this right here is not the game you want them to make, but it looks fun either way.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
I just want them to make like the next gen Earth Defense Force game, like just complete balls to the wall, just like no hose barred, fucking Earth Defense Force, like you've never seen it before. And I don't know if or when they're gonna do that, but in the meantime, you got this, which looks fun.
It looks like fun.
Switch,
If this was
PS4.
like,
I think it's on
if this
mobile
was
as
like a
well.
value game, if there's like a value game, like $20-$30, I'd play it.
Yeah, and they're really fun games. Like they're not bad games.
Yeah.
They're just they're just pretty like over the top and silly, but
Yeah.
they're really fun. I think if you had to buy one, get the what's it called? I think it's like the Wing Diver one. That's the one that has the wing diver and you can like fly around and like she has a jetpack and like a cannon and shit. That one's really fun. I think that was the one that was like that's like the PS4 one as well. Like when they make it oh no, it's 4.1 is the one you want. The Shadow of New Despair.
There's a fifth one. Is that one any good?
I don't think so.
It's got positive reviews on Steam.
Maybe it is. I don't know. For every good one, there's like a bad one, and they're like back and forth. But is that the Wing Diver?
I don't know.
The Wing Diver one is the bad one, I think.
You just said the Wing Diver one's the good one.
No, I was mistaken. It's the Shadow of New Despair, 4.1.
So that's the bad one.
5 is the bad one. 4 is the
Oh my
good
god.
one.
But 4 has the Wing Diver, doesn't it?
It has the Wing Diver, but it's not the Wing Diver one. 5 is the Wing Diver
What are you
one.
talking about? What are you talking about? All right, whatever. All right, whatever. I'm just not gonna play them. No, I'm turned off of them. Thank you.
Wing Diver it's a class, but they made a specific Earth Defense Force called Wing Diver. I think it was like a DLC to 5. Anyway, that's the not great one.
So point is that's coming out May 27th. So go check it out if you're into Earth Defense Force.
Yeah.
We also got to look at Melty Blood type Lumina. This may come as a shock, being the fighting game guy, which I'm not really the fighting game guy. Everyone just kind of gave me that title. I've never played Melty Blood.
This looks like some anime bullshit.
It really does. I've heard a lot of good things about Melty Blood. People have told me some great things about Melty Blood, and I want to get into it, but I don't. It's another game I don't know where to start. And I have this problem of getting into fighting games. I play them religiously for a couple weeks, and I never touch them again. But this looks like fun. If you like anime fighting games, this looks as anime as anime can be.
I thought this was an April Fool's joke because not only is like the title ridiculous, but like they have like little sentences pop up and the sentences don't make any sense. Like remingle under the blue glass moon and with what you find there. Well, okay.
Yeah, there's some weird anime vagueness there. I don't know if I like.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things. If you know, you know. Even if you think you know the world, lunacy lurks there.
What does that mean? Some stupid shit. So that's it for trailers. We got some new releases coming out. Lost Words Beyond the Page is coming out for PC, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I've never heard of this game. What is this game?
It's an atmospheric narrative adventure written by Rihanna Pratchett.
Who's Rihanna Pratchett? Should I know who that is?
Rihanna Pratchett I think she was a journalist at GameSpot. I think. Or I don't know. I think she wrote also, did she write Mirror's Edge?
She wrote the book for Mirror's Edge and the Tomb Raider books too.
Okay. So she's a well-renowned writer, I think.
She wrote a what would you call this? She wrote this I guess you can consider it like an educational thought-provoking documentary called Get the Fuck Out, which is basically just like an expose on women in gaming.
Okay.
Which as a gamer, I can definitely say that all y'all misogynistic as fuck.
Yeah.
I know nobody wants to have this conversation, but as much as I want video games to be for everybody, they are not for everybody. And it's not because of the games. And I hate that. Do you ever get embarrassed like referring to yourself like as a gamer?
Yeah.
Because I don't like to do it because I get associated with shit like that.
Well, it's more, you would have to like know a little bit about gamers to have that association, or people associate you with that. More, I think it's more for me, it's like more like the common misconception is that people think video games are for like children.
Yeah.
And it's like not. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't like using it. Like when people I don't use the word gamer to describe myself. Like that's the thing. I'm embarrassed to
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah. Well, gamer is a
It
derogatory term nowadays, so
is. It is. And I hate to admit it, but like that's the way it is. And gaming communities themselves kind of suck. Anyway, more about this game. It looks really cool. I'm definitely into it. I like what I'm looking at here.
yeah.
Art style is gorgeous. I love the art style for this game.
Yeah. There was a demo on the Steam page, so
Yeah, I see that. I might check that out later. I'll do it when I get to Outer Wild,
yeah.
which will be happening soon, I promise. We also got Oddworld Soulstorm coming out April 6th, so that's happening. That's going to be available on PlayStation Plus for PS5, or I think PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Epic is all it's coming to, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Epic
it's right there
exclusive.
in the fucking notes. Yeah.
Epic exclusive, not on Steam.
We also got Star Wars Republic Commando coming out, which is like a 15-year-old FPS in the Star Wars universe. So people praise it quite a bit. A lot of people speak very highly of this game, and it's coming to Switch and PS4. I haven't played this game yet. It's on my wish list. It's been on my wish list forever, and I want to play it. Everyone tells me it's a great game.
Overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
Yeah.
Which that's 97%. Even in the last 30 days.
It's a very popular like Star Wars classic. It's up there with like KOTOR and like Jedi Academy.
I have this game. Don't think I ever played it.
Frugal's saying that Nocturne is on the PS3 so it's a PS2 classic. It is. It is. The problem with that though is that it's the original version, which this HD remaster added. I think it added some new voice acting, a new fusion system that's more in line with the modern game, so it's not stupid chance bullshit that I don't want to get into. Some extra demons, and I think there's like a new dungeon you can play through. And it runs in HD now, 1080p with widescreen support. So kind of give and take, man. You can get the PS2 Classic for $20, or you can get the HD remaster for like $50.
Or I mean,
Yeah.
your options are limited because you can't get that PS3 one anymore.
Well, it's on the PS3 store as a PS2 classic, so you can get it until they close the store down.
Yeah.
Um, we also got, let's start anyway. Republic Commando looks cool. It's coming on Switch and PlayStation, and it's getting a cool like deluxe edition physical release. So if you're into that, there's something to check out.
Gross.
We also got Island coming out on Nintendo Switch, which is some weird
Yeah.
Japanese visual novel.
Island, yeah.
It's also got an anime series. I'll probably just watch the anime if it's that good. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at.
No idea.
There's like anime children, and I don't feel comfortable looking at this. I think I'm on a list now.
No, she's really a vampire. She's thousands of years old.
Oh, so it's okay then.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We also got Trails of Cold Steel 4 coming out on PC and Switch. I didn't know they're still making these games. Everyone tells me the Trails of Cold Steel games are great, but there's so many of them. I don't know where to start, man.
The story
Well,
is what I hear about them.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the finale. According to the description here, the long-awaited finale to the epic engulfing continent comes to a head in the final chapter of the Trails of Cold Steel saga.
Oh, great.
That's the last one. Okay, so I think they're all available on Steam right now. But originally, like the first game, I think was on PSP. The sequel is on Vita, and I think starting with the third one. No, because there's like interim games between those two, right? I don't know.
Yeah, there's like sub games.
Which I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start.
I see. Look at the franchise. Okay, there's 3 and like 20 DLCs for 3. What the hell?
I thought all of them were on Steam, but I guess not. Do I have to fucking buy a Vita to play this game? Hold up. Wikipedia will tell me.
It's just 3 and 4 on Steam. So yeah, I feel like your franchise has to be all in one spot. Like, don't fuck around. Like,
Monster Hunter the first game is coming out on Switch in 2021, but apparently it got released on PS4 2019. So you can buy the first one on PS4, and you can buy the sequel on PS4 too. The third one's available on PS4. Okay, so that's how you play it. But why is 3 and 4 on Steam, but not 1 and 2?
Is 4 on PS4?
It will be.
Not according to this.
According to Wikipedia, it's coming out. Wait, what the fuck? According to Wikipedia, it came out in October.
In Japan.
No, Japan came out in September.
Okay. I hate when you don't have a franchise that's like all on one. Like that was a good thing they did with Yakuza.
Here we go. It's coming out on Steam and Switch in April, but it's already been on PS4.
Okay.
That's confusing as hell. Imagine you only have a PC. Like, how are you supposed to play these games?
You don't. That's how.
Yeah. I guess you could emulate the first two if it was on Vita. Are there emulations out for Vita now? Or does nobody care about it?
There is, but they're not. They're still like work in progress.
I'm sure like once the shop goes down, there's no other way to play Vita games. Like they'll hustle their bustle a little bit.
Yeah. There's well, if you really want to talk about this, the piracy scene for Vita is huge. You can literally download the games straight from Sony's CDN. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. For free. So there's that option. Just buy a Vita, hack it, and then you can just download all the games straight from Sony.
So there you go. That might not be a bad option. There's no other way to play it. I don't want to condone piracy, but if you don't give me the option to like buy the games, what
Yeah.
else are you gonna?
I remember I think it was like Tim Schafer was telling people to pirate the oh fuck, what was that game that Maniac Mansion? No wait, what was the sequel to Maniac Mansion?
I don't know. Maniac Mansion 2?
The
Resident Evil?
well, it was Maniac Mansion 2, but it wasn't called that. But anyway, he was telling people to pirate that game because before the remakes came out, there was no other way to buy it or anything. So you like had to pirate them. The Day of the Tentacle.
Oh, yeah. Man, there's so much shit. But yeah, that's it for game releases, man. Yeah, it was a good show, man. We had a lot to talk about. I don't think I'm going to be buying any games on the PlayStation Store now. At least not like before the cancellation. I'm not going to like go panic buying some of these games. All the games I want to play I've already bought, so I'm fine.
Yeah, and PS3 emulation's good. Very good now, so you can do that. PSP is very good. Vita is really the only thing, and if you have a Vita, just hack it and do this. Just look up what I said, and you'll find it pretty easily. There's a whole Reddit. There's a whole subreddit that's just putting stuff on there. So
there you go.
You'll be able to find it. But yeah, I guess that's gonna do it here for
that's it for the show
for us. Gameoverse.com. Gameoverse.com/Twitch, Gameoverse.com/YouTube, Gameoverse.com/Discord, Gameoverse.com/podcast. There's a button on there if you don't catch us live that you can hit that button to send us an email, and we'll read your email live on the internet for the entertainment of tens of people. So I'm sure that's exciting for you. Yeah, hopefully we play more It Takes Two Tuesday.
Yeah, that's my plan, to play more It Takes Two this Tuesday. Barring, someone else dying.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we couldn't play it.
Yeah. And then I might look up a way to get my phone video from my phone so I can show some of these Xbox Cloud games that I'm playing, because I'm playing those.
That'd be dope. Do it.
I'm playing them, so. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, everybody, you have a good one. Hit us up on the Discord. I'm not always responding, but I am always reading.
Always reading. Always crying about what he reads. So be nice.
Or not. If enough people give me negative feedback, I'll kill myself live on stream.